This year, one of my goals is to meet new people, make new connections, and build a community. I want to talk about a couple of ways that I am attempting to do that and how I am going to do that in 2023. So if you're interested in knowing how to make friends as an adult and how I've been making friends, please keep watching. I wrote a couple ways that I have made friends that I'm going to continue to use to make new friends and new connections. The first one is Instagram. I always say how Instagram is like the new business card. It's like how you keep up with people. It's how you get to know who people are. And it's also to see who other friends are connected with. So I've actually made a couple friends off of Instagram that I'm now friends with. It's just like a, hey, I see you doing something cool, like let me know when the next one is, and boom, there you go. The next way that I've actually been making friends is through YouTube, So I know you all know Ugochi, so I'll have people who will actually reach out to me and let me know that they moved here, and maybe we'll have something to eat and see if we like catch each other's vibe, you know, because friendship is a lot like dating. You have to like mesh well with that person. Like not everyone's gonna be friends. Yeah, so YouTube is actually a way that I've made friends. Also here by talking a little bit about my struggle about feeling like I didn't have community here in Chicago, as well as building community. Next is events. I've been invited to like a couple like parties or events or birthday parties, and I'm definitely one to show up alone and like mingle with people, and I'll be like, okay, like what do you do? Like where do you live in the city? And like, okay, so like what do you like to do for fun? And then boom, a friendship from an event because we have something in common that we're both at this event. So this one is kind of like, I feel like some people would feel a way about this, but we'll see. So friends of friends. I know that there are people out there who feel like I don't want to mix my friends because then if they become like better friends and leave me out, then that's like and if that's how you feel about friendship, then I mean, I guess so be it. But I also feel like people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And if two people mesh well and you end up not being their friend, maybe it was for a reason. Maybe that friend wasn't supposed to be your friend, or vice versa. Friends of friends is actually how I've met a lot of friends as well. Like I'll go out to eat and someone else will bring another friend, and then we'll exchange Instagrams, and then we'll all hang out together, and then maybe me and another friend will just chit chat more and just talk more and become friends. Now, not necessarily leave the other person out, but just add a new person to the community. So recently if you've been watching my vlogs, recently I've gotten into yoga, and I met two girls at yoga who I see every Saturday, and now we just chit chat. We haven't had the opportunity of actually taking the friendship outside of yoga, but now when I go to yoga, I look for these two girls. I'm actually looking forward to seeing them at yoga. So yoga, I know I also started a running club. And the way that I like figure out about these things, Instagram. Instagram is such a great resource, but we all know how Instagram and TikTok can also be like a resource as well. But Instagram is very helpful for finding groups and classes and just things that you're interested in. Yeah, use those hobbies. This next one, I used to really be strong on like, no, this is not how I'm going to make friends. But the better I've gotten with setting boundaries with people, I've been open to this concept of making friends. And that is through work or through an internship. So back in the day, I used to be like, no, I don't want to hang out with people outside of work because one, like what I do at work and what I do in my personal life, I want to keep separate. Like I don't want to mix those two. Also, like I never wanted to have friends that we were talking about work outside of work because I just feel like work and your personal life should be very separate. But the older I've gotten, I've met some of my greatest friends through work, and whether we become friends after we work together or even now, I have a really good friend who we work together, but we also don't work in the same department. We don't work on the same team. We don't do the same kind of work at all. So it really doesn't feel like we work together because I'm like, oh, like what are you doing? And it's just so totally different. So I would say if you are against making friends at work, but that's something that you want to do, probably join, like, I know I'm part of the black people at where I work, you know. I'm part of the like black group at my job, so I'm able to connect with people who also live in Chicago but like don't necessarily work on my team too. Also, when I was doing an internship a couple summers ago, I met one of my good friends there too. And so really just things that you do every day and day to day are really ways to find people to make friends. All right, so next is school. I've been living in Chicago for a while now, and I've been to 3 different colleges. So that's been the way that I've been able to make a lot of friends, like people that are from Chicago as well as people that are not from Chicago too. I know that's not the reality for most people, but again, something that you do every single day, whether it's school or work, and just becoming involved is a really good way of making friends. This by far is like one of the newest for me, but also one of the best things that's happened to me, and that's like going out and going to a bar, or like just going maybe to the club. One of my really good friends who I love her so much, I actually met her at a club. It's so funny to say, but I met her at a club. I like the club, but she doesn't like the club that much, so it's really crazy that I met her at a club. But it's also like, I don't know, things happen for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and meeting her at the club was our thing. So this next one is, I think is a good one, but depending on the circumstances may not be realistic for someone. Someone like myself, who I moved to a city where I had family as well, and family that's around my age, I was able to make friends through my family too, or have my family as friends as well. So whether my family hangs out with their friends and then we hang out with their friends, that's also been a way that I've been able to meet people and make new friends as well. And my last and final is just talk to people. I know that it's easier said than done. I can tell you that people are probably just as nervous to talk to you as you are to them. And so wherever I go, I just try to like spark up a conversation. And if it doesn't go anywhere, fine. If it does, then there we go. It's somebody I can connect with. And also someone that you can meet other people through. I hope this was helpful. I know this year I'm really big on trying to build a community, people who are like-minded just like me. And so I'm going to use these tips, continue to use these tips, and really just try to put myself out there to do what I want. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was helpful. I'll see you guys in my next one.